Hi everybody, happy Father's Day if you're celebrating it wherever you are in the world. I know that some countries don't celebrate it today, they do it later on in the year, but I know America and UK and I'm sure certain other countries do it. But I just wanted to come on and say, I hope you're okay. You know, I find it hard to talk about this subject, but I'm going to. I lost my dad last year and it hurts. Sorry. So I find that days like today are too much. I'll be alright in a minute, I promise. So I'm thinking of you all out there who are finding it really hard. And I wanted to come on today and tell you a little bit about why and how I started my crochet business. And basically it was to help me deal with grief. Because I was a mess last year, March last year. And I threw myself into crochet because it's something I love. And it took my mind off it. And it's down to crochet and everybody that supported me that I actually got through last year, because it was horrific. I'm not going to lie. Not only did I lose my dad, my grandson was stillborn. So my son is grieving as well. And it's Father's Day for him. And it's so hard. But I must apologise, I'm like blatting on the video, but I just wanted to do a genuine video to show you how some people cope today and how some people don't. So I lost my dad in March, and then 3 months later Lorenzo was stillborn at 22 weeks, and it's coming up to the anniversary, so all the family are a little bit struggling with everything at the moment. So what I want to, let's get past this, because I don't want it to all be doom and gloom, this video, right? I've had my little cry. I'm sure I'll be doing it again later. But basically I started picking my crochet up again just after my dad died last year. And it's so good to have a hobby that you can, how can I put it? It's so good to have a hobby where it gives you therapy, you know, and helps you deal with things. I was so busy last year. I didn't have time to stop and think about everything that had happened. I had to focus. And if a lot of you watching are going through grief, spend some quality time with yourself. Do a hobby. Talk to people. Because it really does help. And keeping it all bottled up inside doesn't. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I am what it says on the tin, basically. Okay? But what I'm going to say is, if it wasn't for Gallery 8 in Teignmouth for believing in me and my crochet and giving me a small space in the corner just to test to see if it would work and I could sell my, you know, designs, I wouldn't be where I am today. Because back then, on April the 1st, when I went in that shop, it was a week since my dad had passed. And my self-esteem was so low, rock bottom. I had no confidence at all. And I was grieving really bad. So setting up in Gallery 8 on that week after my dad passed away gave me something to focus on. I had a goal. And God, did I smash that goal. Because from that first week in the shop, I realised that what I did was good and people loved it. I had orders coming in, I was selling out, I was restocking every week. And I did 3 months of just that shop. And it was fabulous. I was excited about getting all the new patterns and testing everything, and it was amazing. And to see people's faces who bought my stuff and they loved it. And I thought, you know what? Carry on. I'm going to try and do a craft fair. So I did. So my very first craft fair was, I can't remember where it was. I think it was the race course. I think it was a race course. And I sold 3/4 of my stock. And then I did Dawlish with the light switch on for the Christmas lights. And oh my God, my booth, my stall was empty. And I did so many more markets after that, and every single one of them was amazing. There was one that was in a museum that didn't go to plan because it wasn't the right footfall. My stall is pure, it's really aimed at ages 3 right up to like 40, 50, 60, whatever. So unfortunately no children really went in there. I did sell a couple of things, but nothing major. So then after that I went into in the new year I started contacting local shops, and I went into Tiverton Pannier Market, and I'm doing all right in there as well. And also the Cut Hub, which is a little community cafe in Newton Abbot. So thank you to all 3 for letting me trade in your wonderful places, because you're keeping me going, and I haven't got time to sit around crying. I'm thinking of sad times. I'm too busy. So I'd like to thank you all. I did a Devon County show and King's State and Ram Fair last month, and unbelievable. I made the papers. I won an award. I was on the radio. I've also done crochet classes. So if you want to learn to crochet, I will be starting them up again in the autumn, because I tried to do some in the summer and nobody's interested. They're all on holiday, aren't they? So I taught 54 students how to crochet, and they were all ages. I think the youngest was about 9, right up to the 80s. And they were making granny squares after week 3. It was fantastic. So if you came to my crochet class, comment below, please. Comment in this video. Let people know what you thought of it. I don't care if it's bad. I need constructive criticism, don't I, for my next one. So going forward, I'm carrying on with my crochet. I'm putting more and more effort into it as the time passes by. It's just today, it's just been a horrible day, and it's only 11:45. But, you know, we've got love and family to get us through it all, haven't we? And crochet. So I'm going to do another video later, and I'm going to challenge myself to see how many mini octopuses I can make today. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to see how many I can make in a specified time. Thanks for listening to me, and I hope you're all having a nice Father's Day, whether it be with your physical dad or just with your memories, because keep your loved ones closer. That's all I can say. Keep them close to you. If you're falling out with them, make up with them today. Life's too short. Life is too short. And I'll never get my dad back. But I love him so much. I'm going now. I'm off again. Alright, my darlings. Take care. Watch for my video later. Alright? Cheerio.